Jonathan is in serious trouble. Clara, why did you leave Jonathan? Oh, he's dying of hunger. My friend, you better man up because you said you are the man of the house. This is just the beginning. Oh, so you knew you cannot do without Clara, yet you made her life to be unbearable. Having a friend like Emeka has completely destroyed Jonathan. Shameless Jonathan is always thinking that Emeka is on his side, not knowing that Emeka is only interested in pushing him out of that marriage. And for the fact that Jonathan thinks that the daughter is not as smart as he thinks she is very wrong. Your daughter is very smart. You think she's not? She's only putting you in your place. So you better go and look for how to get 50,000 naira and give it to Benny. All right? Because that is the sacrifice that your wife has been, shouldering in this house. She has been paying all the bills, yet you refuse to acknowledge her. You made life to be so unbearable for her until she had to leave this house. Now you have to take responsibility. You are already crying for just 50,000 naira when your wife was giving 100 without complaining. This is just the beginning. And for the fact that Clara chose her sanity and peace of mind, it is the most beautiful and best decision that she has made. At least she deserves some peace. She deserves, respect. She deserves love. Not this that Jonathan is offering. Jonathan has never treated Clara right. Every single time he's always nagging, calling Clara names as if she's not the one shouldering all the responsibility at home. Now you have to do all this yourself. Emeka is not going to help you. Look at how Debbie and Emeka are laughing at you people that they have finally succeeded in their plans in trying to ruin this family. And not just that, they also want to come for you so that you end up divorcing Clara for good. So when that happens, what happens to you? You go on the street to look for what to eat. That is what you gain by listening to Emeka's bad advice. After what happened on the last episode, that Jonathan ran to the kitchen to prevent the sister from beating Benny. You can see how Jonathan was trying to defend Benny. You better look for a way to bring back your wife to this house, because you are not going to be able to take care of Benny. You don't have money to even give her food to eat. And now your sister is not even ready to give you a helping hand. Even though she had the money, she has made a vow not to even give it to you or Benny. So what are you going to do? And he was warning the sister not to ever lay her hands on the daughter anymore, else she's going to deal with the sister. And the sister is not even scared of Jonathan. Jonathan is nothing. He does not have money. He can't do anything. In fact, once your rent expired, you see how the landlord is going to drag you out of this house. This is exactly what happens when you don't value what you have until you lose it. Hanks, being a very serious minded person, is still going, through an investigation to find out who actually did this to him, because they have actually messed up with the wrong person. Hans is not a hater. Hans is not somebody that has ever harmed anybody. He works for his money. He doesn't even bully people, even though he has all the connection to do so. His private detective was actually explaining to him that the same number they used in texting him is the same number they used in texting Clara and Jonathan. So there is no possibility that Jonathan would have been the one that planted this whole plot against him, or rather Clara. And also the message that Hans got came from Benny, which means that message was sent from Jonathan's house. But if message was sent from Jonathan's house and it's not Benny, it means that somebody from Jonathan's house is actually the one involved in this act. And another problem in trying to find out who did this is the fact that the number was registered in different people. So if you get to meet these people, they're going to tell you that they have nothing to do with this whole thing. That is what the problem is. But now that Hans has made up his mind to actually sue the hotel, now the hotel is in trouble. With that, is going to aid Hans to get evidence, because the hotel cannot allow themselves to, go to court to pay a lot of money when they actually know the person that did it. So probably there is hope for Hans on this, because up till now, Hans does not even, have an opportunity to speak with Benny to know exactly what happened. I am very certain that Hans will be surprised to hear that Clara left Jonathan and the house to be alone. I'm very sure that when Hans get that information, he's going to try to reach out to Clara, even though he doesn't even want to see Clara anymore. So hopefully, Hans is going to get justice if he keeps on pressing on this issue, because truly this whole thing is affecting Hank's business. A lot of business people, a lot of people that are coming to buy shares from his company can no longer do that. Sponsors are not coming in because of the bad name that they have painted Hans, that is very much innocent. You can imagine what has just happened to somebody who is trying to help another person. But look at shameless Jonathan meeting up with Dan. Meeting up with a maker that does not have anything to offer you is the one that you have decided to make your right hand man. That is how you get to know that you are a failure. Now you are complaining to Emeka that you never suspected or you never expected that Clara was going to pack her bags and leave your house. Oh, is that what you were expecting? That Clara life depends on you, huh? Now you have seen that Clara can actually live without you or your daughter, since you said that your daughter is not her child. And now you are complaining over what? Do not complain, because Emeka is not even ready to listen to your complaint. According to Emeka, you said you want to chase her out, and now that she has left you in peace, why are you now complaining? And he keeps on saying that he's dying of hunger. What do you want Clara to do? Clara gave you everything. She hustled for you. You refuse to recognize it. You chase her out by giving her condition. And now you are complaining that just 2 days that Clara is not at home, you are dying of hunger. You don't have money to do anything. You haven't even seen anything yet, because a maker is not going to give you any money to support you. If he decides to give you money, he's going to get it back. It is going to be a loan, most definitely. So you have really entered one chance. You can see this is exactly what happens when you choose the wrong people over the right people that are around you. This is exactly what happened. Jonathan's sister had to go visit Clara to congratulate Clara for making that decision, making sisterhood proud, because Clara actually made a decision. Jonathan wanted to blackmail Clara, but Clara sensed it and decided to take a bold step. And that bold step is why we are celebrating Clara today, that she actually made the best decision by leaving Jonathan, because Jonathan is a man that has refused to recognize blessing that God gave to him in form of a woman. And Clara was like, it is a difficult task. It has been very difficult. Yes, we understand what it means. Once you leave your marriage, it's difficult for you to start afresh and all that. But actually, you have really made the best decision. Now they are going to value you the more. Now they are going to see the importance of having you as a wife and also as a mother. Clara indeed has sacrificed a lot in this marriage. She does not deserve what Jonathan did to her. But all the best, Clara is about to start a new life. So what then happens to Jonathan? Because Jonathan will come back here to plead and beg Clara to please forgive him. But then, Jonathan taking up on the responsibility, Benny rushed to meet the dad that there is an excursion that she needs 50,000 naira to pay for. And when she mentioned to Jonathan that she needs 50,000 naira to pay for that excursion, Jonathan's reaction is something else. You need 50,000 naira, a whole 50,000 naira. Why are you shouting, bro? It's just 50,000 naira, Benny said. In fact, I told mom to give me 100,000 naira the last time, and she gave me without even saying anything. It is just 50,000 naira, and you are yelling at me. What is going on? Jonathan does not even have 1,000 naira to give you, and you're coming to get 50,000 naira from Jonathan. Are you really serious? And now Jonathan, again, being a manipulator, started, saying, oh, you are now comparing me to your mom because you know that I don't have money like your mom. But that is not what Benny is trying to do, right? Benny is actually putting you in your place indirectly. You are feeling that Benny is not smart, but she knows what she's doing. She wants to also make you understand that the mother is very important, and she has been playing a very good role in this house. But because you decide to maltreat her and make her feel less of herself, you take up that responsibility, because she does not need the mother anymore since the mother has chosen the restaurant. You think that Ben is not smart? You must be the fool in here. And Jonathan was like, don't worry, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to look for a way to give you that 50,000 naira. Please give me from now till tomorrow. These are the words that Clara has never said to Benny. Anytime Benny comes to Clara, she does everything that she wants because she sees Benny as her own child, even though she's not the biological mother. And it's also nice that Benny mentioned to Jonathan to go and beg Clara. How can Jonathan eventually swallow his pride to go out there to beg Clara to borrow him money so that he can give the money to Benny for her excursion? You can imagine that. The best thing for you to do, Jonathan, is to go and beg Clara. Swallow your pride. If not, you are definitely going to die of hunger. Now look at the two evil people. Debbie and Emeka are the evil people that are, in fact, the enemies of Clara and Jonathan. You can imagine how they are smiling, laughing because they have succeeded in destroying that household, because they never expected that Clara would leave. But now that Clara has decided to leave the marriage, Debbie still wants Clara to sign a divorce paper to completely prove that she is out of that marriage. Again, we ask, what has Clara done to Debbie in the past that has made Debbie to vow that she's going to destroy Clara's marriage? Because I think there is more to this. It's not just enmity. There is more to this. That is why we need to find out about it. But all of this, we are going to get the information on the next episode. So please like the video if you have not liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll bring the next episode as soon as it drops. But for now,